Welcome to Letter to Krishna, where your struggles meet wisdom and we talk to the divine Krishna like a friend. Today, we are starting with a battle we all know, the fight for purpose. How do we silence the world and command our mind when distractions and sleep seem unstoppable? But it doesn't stop there. Once you find focus, a bigger question hits. Does any of this matter? How do we stay devoted to Krishna while living right here in this world? Stay with us till the end for the answers. Let's begin with a friend who is fighting for control of their own time and energy. Krishna, I didn't call you here to ask you the reason for my problems or how to eliminate them. But I have come to ask you a question I can't find the answers to. Krishna, you all know. You know the reason for my every problem. I'm a student, and the biggest problem in a student's life is focusing on studies, controlling sleep, and eliminating distractions. And that's the only problem I have in my life. I can't control my distractions or sleep. Even though I know that my studies are important, I still get distracted and fall asleep. You know my mind, Krishna. What should I do? Please, Krishna, solve this problem of mine. I have never asked you for anything. I always ask for others. You know the mind of this friend of yours. Krishna, please help me. I'm in a big problem. I endure tension from my family and parents because of these problems. Ultimately, I regret and feel discouraged because of this problem, especially with sleep. I know you will quickly resolve my problem and not let me down. And finally, I want to thank you for everything you have given me in my life love, care, and support. Thank you, Krishna. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Your friend. Dear friend, you're fighting the same battle Arjun fought, not against some external enemy, but against your own mind. That's the real war. Here is the thing it's just the nature of our mind, which the Gita calls turbulent, strong, and obstinate. But here is the great news the solution isn't about eliminating problems, it's about building a disciplined inner routine. Krishna gives clear guidance in chapter 6 of the Gita on this. Our mind is difficult to control and is restless, but by practice and detachment, it can be subdued. This is the key practice. And you can use simple the shift method to solve your problem. 5 simple steps. Step 1 Your sacred space. Pick 3 spots one for meditation, one for studying, one for sleep. Your brain needs clear signals. When you sit at your study desk, your mind knows this is the area of alert and we are working. When you lie in bed, this is the area of rest and we are resting. Don't mix them. This alone will reduce half your struggle. Step 2 Habit. Build your daily ritual. Commit to sitting for just 5 minutes daily on a meditation mat. Focus on your breathing or a quiet internal chant of Radhe Krishna. This small daily discipline meditation builds focus and replace screens with gratitude ritual before bed. Talk to Krishna in your heart, offering thanks. This links sleep with peaceful devotion, training your mind to seek rest naturally. And trust me, it works as I have been doing it for quite some time myself. You can also check the description for the items I use to make it work. Step 3 Intention. One line every time. Before you start, set a clear sankalp. Like today, I will study with full attention for 50 minutes. This pulls your mind home. Fourth, follow through. Track your wins. Start with 7 days of consistency. Mark each day you complete your habit. Then go for 2 weeks, then a month. Use a journal. The goal isn't perfection. It's keeping promises to yourself. This builds discipline. And fifth, trust. Surrender the result. Do the work. Trust the process. Let Krishna handle the outcome. You focus on showing up. Here is the beautiful part. Shift is what you're doing. Shifting from chaos to clarity, from guilt to peace, from distraction to devotion. Follow these steps. Don't look for shortcut. This is enough. After a month, please tell us how it went. Shift solves the how to focus. But once you master your mind, a bigger question appears. Why bother with the world at all? Our next friend found success and opportunities, but ignores them all. Our friend only wants the divine Krishna. Before we continue, I want to ask you something. Have you ever had a question that kept you awake at night? If something's weighing on your heart right now, a worry, a hope, dream, or just something you wish Krishna could hear, this is your place. Take a moment, breathe, grab your phone or piece of paper and start writing. Don't think too much, just let it come out. Send it to modernaimystic@gmail.com. You can also send in audio files, add your name, or stay anonymous as you like it. On Saturday, in our Letter to Krishna episode, we will read each letter with a personal response. Sometimes writing to Krishna isn't about getting instant answers, it's about letting go and remembering you are not alone. Hi Krishna, I am a little worried. I seem to have started doing something I don't quite understand. I started and then ended the conversation. The person is probably confused. I have done this several times before. When I'm having a hard time, I start a conversation with a friend and then want to end it again. I really don't need any communication, but maybe that's because I realize that this is not part of your plans for me. You teach me to see clearly, to distinguish, and to listen to the signs of my heart and feelings. Before I even know what I need, you give it to me. I surrender myself to you because you are the only reality. Thank you. I just want to abide in the spiritual world, and you already care for me. I have many thoughts that lead me away from you. They are disgusting. I want to cleanse myself of all worldly filth and alien energies. Frankly, I have never been interested in anything except the divine world and its structure. That's the way I am. I am not at all interested in matter because it is essentially a product of the spirit. But I'm stubborn and determined, and in that case, just by doing the best I can, I achieve something. So, in fact, I even feel successful and opportunities come, but I'm not interested in them. I ignore everything and everyone and think, does this matter? As long as you lead me, everything will get better. I feel alive and I feel better. You are the light, and that is all that matters. I love you. Dear friend, absolutely love your devotion. Your focus on the divine is rare and beautiful. You're right, matter is the product of spirit. But here is the thing, the material world isn't our enemy, it's our classroom. Krishna placed us here not to escape, but to master action without attachment. Krishna in the Gita says, you have the right to perform your duty, but not to the results. Never be attached to not doing your duty. So here is what we do. Treat every action, every conversation, every task as a 5-minute offering to Krishna. After doing it fully, we offer it to Krishna. This is yours, Krishna. That's it. We will find freedom not by ignoring the world, but by acting in it without needing anything from it. Whether you're battling distractions or attachment, the answer is the same. Practice and surrender. Act with sincerity, trust the divine, and offer the result. If these words felt like your own, maybe it's time to write your letter too. Pour out what's heavy on your heart. Share the battles no one else sees. Tell Krishna what you have been too afraid to say out loud. Send your letter to modernaimystic@gmail.com. Your story deserves to be heard, and it might help someone else feel less alone. If today's episode shifted your perspective, share it with one friend who needs shift or karma yoga. Let us know in the comment which wisdom hit hardest. And if you're ready for this journey, every week, subscribe and ring that bell. Until then, keep trusting Krishna and keep walking his path. Hare Krishna and take care.